What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Mining Village. So, alright. So there is actually a few things here that I want to just kind of get out of the way here first. All you guys that are watching this and have been watching this, I do really appreciate it. Drop all the comments that you have. Share the love, guys. I really love seeing what you guys have to say about the builds and how you guys would make it better. Now, a couple videos ago, it's actually been probably around 2 months ago, one of my subscribers, I forget what his name was offhand, asked for me to show the interiors of my buildings. I usually don't do the interiors of buildings, but since he asked and I'm trying to get you guys more involved than just watch the videos and going with that, I actually decided to do the interiors of three of these buildings actually, and we're going to look at those before we actually get into doing anything else today. So, the three interiors that we've done are these two rectangular houses and the tavern. So I'm going to go ahead and pump in first person view. We're going to check out the interior here on these structures. The first two houses, or the two houses first, and then the tavern third. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in here and I will be right back. Alright guys, so the first house that we're actually going to look at here is actually it's the second house that we did, or the second house that we have built, but it is the first house that I actually did the interior on. So I actually went through and changed some windows here. So if you actually pop in here, you can see that some of these windows actually got moved around. But there is a bed right here, and these houses are really simple. So before I even get explaining any more of this, the houses are really simple. They're just houses for miners here that actually work in the mine. So it doesn't need to be nothing too extravagant, and it doesn't need to be really fancy for that matter. So anyway, you walk in here. Obviously there's a picture of a pickaxe, because why not? And you walk in here, and there is just some kind of decorations here around the bed, which is sort of out here by itself. And then over here's a bit of a wardrobe just with some clothes and stuff in it. A chest, I'm not too sure that actually works. It doesn't, but that's just kind of where he would put his valuables and stuff. And then if you actually walk through this divider here, which I thought was a pretty cool touch, it actually puts you here in the kitchen. So this was the first kitchen that I did. So there's just some cupboards over here in the corner. There's a table with a bench there. There's just a poster up here for whatever it wants to be. Some coal over here, a stove, and then of course here is the fireplace with his cooking utensils up here. And we have some jars of jams and jellies up there. Some more cupboards. Just a stool here in the kitchen, and then just some more little decorations here scattered about. This one, I thought this one did turn out really nice. I actually like the second one here better, but for right now, that is the first little miner's hut here. I actually really like this one. But we'll actually head on over here. Now this is the first house that we actually built. I'm going to go ahead and edit these pathways to kind of slope up. I already started over on that way, but I haven't made my way over here yet. So now this is the second one. I actually like this one a little bit more. It's actually my favorite. But you kind of come in here. Here's a wardrobe here. Just a little stand. There's some wood actually for his fireplace. He doesn't use coal like the other guy. He actually uses bundles of wood that he gathers either from the woods or buys from the general store that we have yet to build actually. So of course there is his fireplace. There's his stove, a bucket, just some random decorations scattered a bit here. So there are some onions here. There's some herbs right here. Obviously, just there for decorations. Now this shelf right here, I was actually going through trying to find a decent shelf block, and this actually turns out to work really well. And it's not even a shelf; it's actually this empty crate. So for you guys that are in the Conquest mod, yeah, these things work really good for shelves, especially to hang stuff on like these. So of course here he just has some knives. There is a cupboard, and then he just has some more jars are placed over here, a vase, and over here is his sleeping quarters. So like I said, these things are pretty basic. They're not really cordoned off in any particular sections or anything. It's just kind of wherever you can cram stuff in, that's pretty much where it is. So they're pretty much one-room huts, if you want to look at it that way. But this guy over here has kind of a sheepskin rug here with a bed just over here, and a chest right here that he puts his stuff in. And that is pretty much it with this one. But yeah, this actually turns out to be my favorite kitchen, mainly just because of the shelves right here, and these things fit amazing underneath of them. So if we actually make our way over here to the tavern, this actually turned out pretty good here on the outside. But before we go inside, I actually want to show you the cellar part of it. So of course this kind of goes up here and stays up here, so I thought instead of making stairs that go down from the inside, we'll just actually come in from the outside. So then you go in here and there's just racks here of alcohol, so your wines, your liquors, and I guess they wouldn't have actually had beer back then, so your ales and stuff would also be here. And of course there's just random boxes and crates and barrels here. And then over here there are just piles of wood here because they actually have a furnace, or not a furnace, a fireplace in the tavern there as well. So I thought this made sense to kind of store this stuff down here, since this fire would be burning pretty much 24/7. I thought it was a neat little touch to have this kind of cellar down here. I thought that really added just a nice little touch and stuff. So if we actually go up here into the tavern, if I can make it into the door, we actually just have these benches. Now I wanted to make it a point here to have different seating for each one of the tables, so that way it wouldn't make it look uniform, and it would just kind of be they found seating wherever they could find it at, and they just sort of threw it together here. Nothing really matches, it's just whatever they could find, that's what they used, and I think it adds a nice little touch there to the tavern. So obviously over here is the wood there for the fire, and here's just some stuff that you can use to poke and prod the fire. Over here's some playing cards, and the back here is actually the bar. So there's bottles back here of wine and other brews. Here's just some coin up here. This is supposed to be sort of if you've ever been in like modern bars and stuff, people's always selling like jars of honey or jams or stuff, candies that they've made, and I thought it would just be kind of neat to just sort of add this in here. And over here is actually a barrel of wine, a wine keg, as you can tell. I just sort of put that there and put a tripwire hook on it that makes it kind of come up and look like a spout, so I just thought that would make it pretty interesting there. So then for the roof of these, I just kind of added in structural building, or structural supports here of spruce. Now the reason that I did it in all spruce and not randomized like this is because the spruce wood is actually the wood that they had repaired everything with, or that they've actually built everything with, and then the brown is actually where they've painted over the spruce. I know it doesn't look that way, but that is that's the theme I'm going with. So then since the spruce is all new and this is inside, the spruce actually wouldn't have been weathered like it would be on the outside, so it wouldn't have the need to be replaced as often as the outside and make it look all run down and whatnot. Alright, I'm pretty sure that that is it. Also, I went ahead and put another diagonal house here. I know I said we was going to do one of these on camera, but they are extremely hard to do. I'm still trying to get a grasp on how to do it. So we went ahead and put this here, and I actually didn't build this thing. Actually just went over with World Edit and copied this one right here, and I brought it over here, rotated, and placed it down. So the smoke is different though. I went ahead and added in the smoke afterwards, so it wasn't exactly the same, because obviously the smoke going this way and I rotated it, it would have still been in a completely different direction. So I went ahead and just put in my own smoke right there. So now, according to these orange blocks here, these orange rectangles that you see everywhere, these are all the structures that are left here to build in the mining village. So there are a total of 4 more houses that we have to build. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this over here is actually going to be the general store. So I was going to build that in this episode, but since we built the tavern in last episode, I want to kind of leave the specialty buildings off to themselves. So I want to have like 1 or 2 buildings, or 1 or 2 videos of building the like the miners' huts, and a miners' houses and stuff like that, and then a specialty building. So we built those 2, and then we had a specialty building, and then I built that off camera, did that off camera. So then we actually have these houses here left to do, and then a special building. So I'm going to try to go ahead and build 2 of these per episode. This episode is probably not going to make it because we've already been at this for 10 minutes, which is ridiculous. But we're going to go ahead and hurry up and try to build these smaller houses. So I think what we need to do is go ahead and grab as much of this material as we can. So we'll go ahead and grab those. Perfect. And then we actually need to go ahead and grab a wand. Whoops. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll bring this up by 4. We can click that one and that one. We are going to try to hurry up and speed build this so we can, whoops, so we can hurry up and get this done in the allotted time here for the episodes. We're going to go ahead and put these things here in the corners. I go ahead and actually deselect that, and we'll go, whoops, right there like that. Perfect. And these things are actually going to come all the way up here. So I actually do like this new style here of just kind of using the wool or whatever block here as a placeholder, and then we come through afterwards and use world edit to change it to whatever we actually want it to be. So I think that does turn out really good for a build that needs to be randomized like this. Obviously, if the build doesn't need to be randomized, this doesn't really make sense to do. So we're going to try to cut down on it as much as possible here, unless the build is a very, kind of a very poor sort of settlement, especially like this one, because this one is a very poor settlement. Alright, so there is that, and we actually are going to go ahead and need a brush tool, so we actually need 2 of these. And we're going to go ahead and go with info. Then we need to go ahead and grab all the info on these. We need to go ahead and brush sphere 1031 15 1028 7 and then 5-1. Perfect. We go ahead and do that in 6. Maybe we'll actually do this in 3. And then we can go ahead and mask 35-1. Perfect. So that's going to go ahead and do that. Alright, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. So we just go ahead and grab these all the way up here like that. And fill the roof in. I'm going to go ahead and do this roof and randomize that bit, and then whenever we come back, we'll actually go ahead and finish up and jump on over there to just punching out the windows and the door and what have you. So I will see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so now that we actually have the roof done, it does look a little bit more randomized than the rest of them here, but I think I'm probably going to go ahead and leave it at that. I tried it with a little bit of a different style here. It didn't turn out too bad, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and leave it with that. And now we're just going to actually come around here. We're just going to put like these on every corresponding block that's actually here. I think that's definitely the best way to do it. And on these we're just going to kind of guess. Okay, and then we're going to put one like here, here, and there. Let me put one of these there, there, and then, whoops, one there, and there. Perfect. Then we go ahead and put one there, 2 there, 1 there, 2 of these, 2 of these, one of those, and then we go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, and then maybe one here, and put one of those there, one like that, and perfect. Okay, so now I continue to go through and punch out the windows. I think maybe we'll put 2 of them here. Maybe we'll go 3 on this one. I'm kind of thinking of where I actually want the door to go. I kind of think up here would be the best, so we'll go ahead and punch out a door there. I think we'll actually leave that. Maybe punch out a window here and here. I'm kind of thinking of having the stove right there, the chimney. So then we can actually punch that out, and maybe we'll leave that there. Then we can go ahead and punch that one out. Fly all the way over here, punch that one out. Perfect. Then we'll grab that. Boom, 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 boom. Bring that all the way down. Alright, yeah. So we are definitely speeding up this process. Go ahead and do that. Put that one in there. So that is the one good thing about actually knowing the style down pat, is your process is actually sped up a good bit. So we'll go ahead and do that. Perfect. Oh yeah, and since your process is actually sped up a good bit, obviously your videos don't take nowhere near as long to complete, which is a good thing and a bad thing all at the same time. But we're going to go ahead and grab that. Now, I don't know if I should put that there, though, because it's in that window. I guess we could put it back here, but then that matches that. Yeah, let's not do that. I think we'll put it here. Yeah, that looks alright. So we're going to go ahead and pull all this out. Fill all this up like that. Whoops, not there. And we'll put, come on now, that one there, that one there, and maybe we'll actually put that one there. Then we can go ahead up there like that, put one of those and one of those. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. But actually we're going to come over here, put one there, one there. We'll go ahead and put a stair block here. Actually we'll do that, and that. Whoops. That. How's that look? That doesn't look too bad. But maybe we should actually bring that down to that. Put that one there. We're gonna do that, and then that. And we'll go ahead and put one of those there, and one of those there. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I like that. So we actually need to go ahead and grab some of these. And we can put a smoke here. Put a smoke there. And maybe come up a couple. And then we can put a smoke here. And I'm thinking that's kind of all we need. How's that look? Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Okay. So now we kind of just need this one. Yeah, we can hurry up and do this. So we actually need to grab a wand. Whoops. Now what can we get rid of? We don't actually need the smoke right now. So we'll go ahead and wand. And we can just go 1, 2, and 3. It gives us 4 altogether. We'll go ahead and do the walls again. 35, 1. Alright, so I know I am relying here on World Edit a crazy amount. And I understand that some of you guys don't like that. Some of you guys just want to see me build natural, and I completely understand that. Most of these projects here are going to be done by hand, so definitely don't think that they're not going to be. We're just going to go ahead and fly over here and grab one of those. But anyway, definitely don't think that they're not going to be. That's messing me up. The only reason that this one's getting built like this is just because I really wanted to dive sort of headfirst into the whole Conquest mod. So I decided I wanted to go ahead and do this one, just so I can get familiar with some of the blocks and how the world edit commands work with this with the randomized bit. Now I do realize that some of them work completely different depending on what block that you go with, but this project here really works better if you do it this way. I know you can do it by hand, but that just really doesn't seem as randomized. Like I said last episode, whenever you're looking at stuff, your mind likes to pull patterns out of stuff. Like every time you look at something, your mind's trying to pull out a pattern. So what that does is it actually forces your mind to find a pattern even whenever there isn't one. So whenever it looks at a pattern, or whenever it looks at something that doesn't have a pattern, it still tries to pull a pattern out of it. So whenever you're trying to put in a pattern, you're basically putting in a pattern without making it a pattern, if that makes sense. And that's really hard on your mind to do. So even whenever you try to make it random and not a pattern, your brain actually goes behind you and tries to make it a pattern anyway. So that's why whenever you are in first person and you're trying to go ahead, or whenever you are in Minecraft and you're trying to randomize something by hand, that your mind kind of looks at something and it's like, oh, that doesn't look good, or like, oh well, this is random, but like say, alright, so say we look at this. These are all spruce here. This is all painted brown, and then it kind of moves into this. So my brain's kind of telling me, well, this is too much brown painted. What is it? Planks, brown painted planks, and it wants me to kind of change these and throw some spruce in there. So if I was doing all this by hand, my mind would kind of tell me, oh well, don't do that. That's too much of that there to make it look random. But if you do it by the world edit, it's going to go ahead and do it just based on whatever algorithm it goes through. So this right here is actually the better way to randomize stuff like this. If you ask me my opinion on it, that is definitely the better way to go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and fill this thing up. Let's go ahead and do that. Drag this all the way across like this. So most of these houses here are pretty much the same. The only thing that's really changed on them is going to be the interior is going to be a little bit different. I'm not too sure how I'm going to differ that up enough to really tell you where some stuff is, like where the main differences are going to be at. But they are definitely going to be a little bit different. So now we actually need to go ahead and do that. And we actually need to go ahead and grab info on these full blocks. So bam, bam, bam. Then we need to go ahead and get a brush on these. So that is 1357 4, 1356 6, 1356 1. And we'll go ahead and do that 3. And then again, we need to mask 35 1. Okay, I actually messed this up somewhere. No, 4, 6, and 1. Okay. / undo. Alright, Now why brush sphere 1357 4, 1356 6, 15 1356. There we go. And now we need to mask 35-1. That's actually the first time that's happened to me. I mean, I know I've done it with other stuff before, but definitely the first time that I've ever put the 15 instead of the 13. Okay, so then this, we actually need... I don't know why I do this. I do this all the time. Whenever we're doing these trapdoor bits. But I guess it might even just help me to kind of see where everything's going. But if we do something similar to this... Maybe put one there, but not one there. And then we put 3 there, one there, and one there. Yeah, see, I definitely want to try to put something up there, but I don't think I should. Not there, though. Maybe there. That's perfect. So then again, we actually need to come down here and grab info on bam, bam, and bam. And then again, make a brush tool. That is 1172 1 1 2 3 4 2, and then 1359 1. And we can go ahead and do that at like 5. We can go ahead and mask 3511. We'll go ahead and put this down there. Alright, yeah, so this roof here actually doesn't look bad. So I might actually go through and that roof up there, the first roof that we did, I might actually go ahead and change that around. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. Yeah, that definitely doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. This right here looks pretty good though. Okay. So now we kind of have to think about where we need to put the chimney. But we'll think about that after we punch out some windows here. But before we do that, we actually need to go ahead and do that, that, and that. Boom. Go ahead and put those ones, put that, and then we can put a spruce one here. Spruce, spruce. Yeah, that'd be enough of those. Then we can go ahead and just put those in the rest. And we can do one of that, that. And just go ahead around here and fill these in, and then maybe we'll put these brown painted ones there and there. Put a spruce one there, there, and there. Then we put a round or a nailed one there and there. Perfect. Alright. So now we need to go here and punch out some windows. I think maybe we'll go there. I want the chimney to be back here. So that's fine. We can put a door here and a window right there, and then maybe the bedroom is going to go right there. So this one will walk directly there into the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, that looks fine. So then we need to go over here, and then we can grab these, and then I actually think I want to go ahead and do those. Alright, so we can just go ahead and I'm kind of thinking put this one off to the side. So we go ahead and grab something like this, tear this whole wall out. We go ahead and tear this out there like that, and then that part as well. But then we can put one there, there, and here. And maybe we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can bring this up maybe to there, and then here. And then we can actually put 2 of those on. Actually, maybe we'll only put 1 just to differ it up there a little bit. Yeah. And we can actually put these guys here. Whoops. And then I think I'll actually put one of those guys there, and then we can put a spruce right here. I guess that doesn't look that bad. Yeah, maybe we should actually do something like that. And down here we can have one here, one there. And then that can come up like that, and then boom. And then that one can actually go there like that. Yeah, it's a lot different than the other ones because the roof is still there. Yeah, I mean, I'm really thinking that we should actually... I mean, maybe we'll keep it. Yeah, all the other roofs, though, are, like, torn off because of it. And that one... You know, I think we'll keep it. We'll still keep it, I think. And then we can go ahead and put one here. One there, that works. One there. We actually come over here like this. And then put one there. Looks alright. Go ahead and grab the smoke. And put one, boom. Whoops. Boom. Boom. And boom. Perfect. Okay. So now we need to go ahead and grab this window. I can't actually put one there. I already did that one. Did I already do these? No, I didn't. Okay. So we need to put one here. We can punch that one out maybe. Do that. And there are some windows in the back. Okay, perfect. And then the final touch right here with the spruce trapdoors. Just go ahead and cover these parts up like that. Okay, I know I've seen a gap. There it is. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we should just go ahead and put one of those, and then we can put that. Yeah, that works. It is a little bit different, but at the end of the day, I think it still works. So we'll go ahead and grab the door and put one there. Should we put one? I think we should. Oh, maybe no. Maybe we will keep it there. And then we'd actually go here and punch out some of these. Whoops. Punch out some of these blocks. And maybe we'll actually do like 2 of them there. Maybe that one can be upside down. We'll do that. And then maybe that one can be there. And then we can actually go ahead and maybe knock this one out too. And that one for that matter. And then we'll punch that one out. And then we'll go ahead and punch that one out. And none of these are punched out, so we can punch maybe this one. And that one. And then that one too. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks really nice, I think. Maybe we should indent that one. No, you know what? No, I think that looks okay. And then we actually do need to come over to this one and do the whole block thing. So we'll go ahead and pop that one out. And then maybe we can pop that one. And then that one. Then maybe we can pop that one out of there. That one. Yeah, I think that's all we really need on that side. Then of course we need this door. And we can go ahead and grab that. And I think this one is going to be sunken in. Yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it here for this one. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I hope you really did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more great Minecraft content. If there's any comments, questions, or suggestions, make sure you drop them. Whoops, hit my microphone. Make sure you drop them down below. I'd be more than excited to see what you guys have to say. Anyways, I will see you later and catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.
I'm barely breathing. I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces. There's no more to break.